Hey everybody, this is Jared from Gertrude, and in this video I'm going to try to give you a quick demo and overview of Gertrude, how it works, what it looks like when you've got it all installed. So I've got my screen split into two parts. The left side showing an iPhone is the parent website where the administrator or parent who is protecting someone with Gertrude kind of does their work and their sort of mission control. And on the right side we have a Mac computer, and that's because Gertrude always works by protecting someone on a Mac computer. It only installs on Macs. But the parent or the administrator can do their side of administrating Gertrude from any computer or phone or device that has access to the internet. So before we get started, a quick word that we use the language parent and child all over the website, and I'll use it in this video. Most Gertrude users are parents protecting their children, but it also works just as well if you're an adult in a relationship of accountability. In that case, just think of the parent and child language as a metaphor for the one who's protecting and the one who's being protected. So if I go over here to the Mac computer that's being protected and open up a web browser, you will see that nothing at all is loading. Literally everything that I try to load is blocked. And that's because the internet filter is running. If I look at Gertrude's drop-down menu, you see it's on. And the way Gertrude works is that it always blocks everything by default. And you have to safe list the actual websites that you want to allow your child to have access to. So this is just sort of showing you that the filter is working because we can't get anywhere on the internet. And this is one of the things that makes Gertrude fundamentally different. Lots of apps and tools out there try to block just the bad websites, but we believe this approach is fundamentally flawed because there are over 2 billion websites. There are hundreds being created every hour, and it's literally impossible to keep a list up to date of all the bad adult or gambling or whatever websites you're trying to block. So the only true way to get complete safety is to do the reverse, which is block everything and allow the parts that you know are safe. So here we have a Mac computer that has no access to the internet, which is wonderfully safe, but not terribly practical. So we need to get some parts of the internet unblocked. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do that. The first is with something we call a public keychain. And I'll show you that if we try to go to Khan Academy, it's blocked because everything is. So as the admin now, I'm over on my phone. I am going to go edit my child. And if I scroll down to the bottom, I can add a keychain. And we have a whole bunch of public keychains. Here's one for Khan Academy. If I add this keychain and then save, we will see that instantly, if I come back over here, I have access to Khan Academy. And that's how it works. You may have noticed that nothing had to be done over on the Mac computer. That's because behind the scenes, we're always communicating with your child's computer and updating their rules in real time. So that's a public keychain. Another way, probably the least common way to create keys is manually, but let's say we wanted to go to howtotype.com. This doesn't work. We could literally just create a key from scratch. I'll show you how to do that. If you click on keychains, you need to have a keychain that you've created. And once you do, you can add a key. We will make it a website key for howtotype.com. And we will create this key. And then if I come over here, I think I need to also save the keychain. And now if I refresh, this website is unblocked. The third way, which is possibly the most common, works like this. Let's say, for lack of a better example, your child's trying to get to apple.com and pretend this is a site that they need for their education or schooling or something like this. Well, if they get blocked out of something they need, they can go up here and click the View Network Requests window, which shows a running list of all the network requests that Gertrude is trying to block. So what we can do here is clear out what's already in there. And if we go try this again, we'll see, sure enough, there's a blocked request to Apple. And sometimes you see more in here, but usually it's pretty easy to find the one that you're interested in. If you click it, You can give an explanation of why you need it unblocked. I need this for school. And they can send an unlock request. And at that point, the admin gets a notification. You could hear that my phone just got a text message. I can't show you in this simulator, but I'll paste in the link that came into my text message in just a moment here. So when you click on the notification that comes in, you see their unlock request. You can decide whether to accept or deny. I'm going to put it on her Franny's keychain, double check that it all looks good, and submit. You'll notice as soon as I accepted it, she got a notification over here. And now if we refresh, that page is unlocked. The next thing I want to show you is how monitoring works inside of Gertrude. Gertrude has the ability to let you see everything that's going on your children's computer and also what they type. How that works is if you go to the child in the admin over here, you'll see this section called monitoring. I've got key logging and screenshots enabled. And that means that I'm recording, or the Gertrude app is recording the keystrokes that are being typed and also taking intermittently screenshots at a given frequency, slightly randomized. So this is not spying. We don't do this secretly. In fact, if these features are turned on, we tell your child. If you look right here, Franny can see, hey, your keystrokes are being monitored and your screen is being monitored. So it's not meant to be secretive whatsoever. It's meant to be transparent and a form of accountability. It's a really powerful way to keep your kids safe. If you have this enabled, then you'll notice, and you may have seen this in the initial dashboard view, that we can see a little widget showing the most recent screenshot of our child, and also we can see a list of unreviewed activity. If I click this, then we can see that I've got items from today, and you can see a whole list of screenshots. This is just the activity you've seen me doing during the recording of this video. Now, I haven't been typing a lot, but when I do type, that's also recorded and sent up. You can review these at any time from your phone or your computer. You can approve them individually, but more often parents scroll through these whenever they have a chance and just kind of approve them in one big bunch like that. So that's how monitoring works, and it enables the final feature that I want to show you, which is called filter suspensions. Now, when you're locking down the entire internet, like I showed you, there are some times where for a few minutes, your child needs to go to a website that you don't want to give them a key for, or they need to do some unusual burst of online activity. Maybe they're taking a test for school, or they're doing a Zoom call with a teacher and need to visit some parts of the internet that you're not sure what they are. Those types of scenarios are perfect for giving your child a filter suspension. And a filter suspension is just a temporary disabling of the internet filter. And what makes this safe is if your child is being monitored, they know that even while the filter is suspended, that the screenshots are being taken and the keystrokes are being recorded. So you can give them these small windows of unrestricted internet activity and they still stay safe. Here's how it works. We'll try to go to another website just to kind of show you once again that it's blocked. I can't get to Wikipedia here, but the child can come up to this menu and request to have the filter suspended. They get to choose a duration, we'll say 10 minutes, and if they want, they can explain to you why they're requesting it, and then they request a suspension. Once again, this triggers a notification to the admin. I can't show you in receiving it in this simulator, but I'll paste in the URL that got sent. So imagine I just tapped on a URL from a text message or a Slack or an email, and I get to see their suspend filter request. And I can either deny or grant it, give them a comment. If I accept it, then I just click grant, and they get a notification, and you'll see that now they have access to anything. I can go to Google, I can go to Bing, and we show that the filter is suspended, and they're able to also resume it on their own. And that means that once again, they're locked out of the internet. So the key to safely suspending the filter, of course, is that we are recording these screenshots. And you can see during that time, we were also getting all those screenshots.